Om Shanti, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to the Monday workshop. As always, every Monday we have a special guest speaker. Today we have with us Brother Hemang. He is one of the brothers following this path of Raj Yoga as taught by Brahma Kumaris. And he has been in this journey for over one third of a century. I would say 33 years. Can you imagine 33 years into this journey? I think he might be on this path for more than his Laukik birth. It's like he might be more in Baba's Gyan than in a Laukik path. So I just want to give a quick intro about Brother Hemang. By profession, he's IT professional. And I know he's very dedicated to his job. I got a chance to look at him from a distance when I got to meet him in Peace Village. And he was very dedicated, committed to whatever he's doing. One of the things that, one of the qualities is, not multitasking. When you get multitasked, you get scattered all over. So he's very much focused, very much connected to whatever he's doing. And he has so much love for Baba and Baba's family that he dedicated his life for Baba's service. And I would let him share his personal story, but it is very incredible how he got through some of the tough times that even I didn't know that he just got through a tough health crisis, right? And I was not even aware. He was always smiling, always at ease. And then he has so much faith in Baba that Baba will take care of everything. And then I'm at ease. And the very reason why I'm saying is I didn't even know when I was all interacting. We played table tennis together and all fun stuff together, but not even a single iota of information that what was going on with his health, right? So he has so much faith in the drama that, hey, drama is beneficial and Baba is there. Whatever I'm doing is for Baba's service. So nothing is going to happen, So that is nice when we hear, but when you see somebody going through that journey with so much ease through tough times, it really moves something deep inside ourselves. So without any further ado, I welcome Brother Hemang. Brother Hemang is presently in New Jersey. He was kind enough to let go of his late night commitments, to sacrifice his sleep for a while. It is almost like 9:36. Just imagine. And he's going to be with us till 11 o'clock his time. Thank you very much, Hemang Bhai. Please welcome Brother Hemang.
Thank you, Harsha Bhai, for a very kind introduction. So, I want to share something of my initial days, and then we'll come back to year 2021. What are the few things which I have gone through and what experiences I had. So I took knowledge from India, Ahmedabad, and I was living a very nice Brahmin life, going to center on a regular basis, and then eventually was going to center morning and evening, and just was going to home just to sleep. But all other activities I was doing at the center, and then of course also going to work. And being in IT professional at that time, I'm talking about 1990s, late 1990s. So at that time, there was a lot of opportunities for IT professionals because there was a great demand because of the year 2000. And most of my colleagues who were working with me, all of them were going to different foreign land, UK and US and everything. And being in Brahmin life, knowing that we want to live a path on spirituality, the question arises that what I should do. Shall I also go out? And maybe, and Baba always tells in the Murli. And at that time, like when you go through certain things of Murli generally strikes you, and it strikes again and again if something is calling for you. So in that, I used to listen to Baba saying many times that what you have to do is just do 7 days course, and then you can be any corner of the world. It's fine. You listen to the Murli and then you serve. That is what you, as a Brahmin, you have to do. And so that words keep on coming again and again to me that, yeah, you have done the course, you are well established, but then you should serve many people and you should go out. And so I took blessings from Dadi Prakash Maniji, and she also said that, yeah, you can go. And when I was sitting in meditation, many of the times I was seeing very tall buildings, and I'm like serving through my mind, doing mansa seva to the souls. So these pictures keeps on coming in front of me, and then also Baba was telling that you should serve and you can go to different places and serve. So eventually something like that happened, and then I came to USA with the blessings of seniors, and the only dream or only thought which I had to come to USA was to serve, nothing else. And when I came to New Jersey, at that time there was only one classes which were going on in south of Jersey, and I came into central Jersey where my work was, and where the company guest house was, and that's where the journey actually began. And it was amazing that if I just had this pure thought that I want to serve, and how beautifully Baba put all the things together, created such situations, circumstances in a way, gave me opportunities, and I was within 2 years or 3 years, we started classes at my place, at my apartment, and then slowly and gradually within 2-3 years we rented a house because there were 20-25 Brahmins nearby who were not being sustained. They started coming regularly, like every weekend, and the seva grew like anything. And then a sister also started coming for a few days and then started living. So here we have Sister Sheetal, and we have very beautiful Baba's family here in Edison, New Jersey. And we have a center over here for more than a decade or so. So all of you are welcome. Whenever you visit the East Coast, you are welcome to come to Edison Center, visit us, meet us. And I'm really glad that Harsha Bhai gave this opportunity to meet all of you. So what I have experienced, that when you have any pure thought and anything, something where you want to contribute to God's task, Baba is always there to support, and it is so amazing. I can spend whole night sharing different experiences, how Baba really helped, and how the center grew, the activities grew, and how many souls got sustained. And it is just amazing, and it is beyond our imagination. We may have a limited vision, but then if that limited vision is very, very pure, Baba amazingly helps, supports at the time, and that is what Baba's task is. So what I have been doing is I generally just jump into what Baba says, and then Baba will definitely take care of it. That I am 100% sure. And then the things go from there, and you enjoy that journey. And so it has been very, very beautiful these 33 years being with Baba and being with such an elevated Brahmin company. It is really wonderful. So coming back to year 2021, so I have a Lokik sister who is also uh, a sister, surrender sister, um coordinating a center in Ahmedabad. And I had some personal thing because of that. I had to go to India, and other thought was because I was also aware that Gulzar Dadi's health was also not good, and I also had a very strong thought that during this time, like, I want to be around so that I can be with Dadi Gulzar or meet Dadi Gulzar or being around in Madhuban. So that was another thought along with my some personal responsibilities. So when I went, actually the corona really picked up slowly and gradually in India. When I went at that time, it was not that much. But during my stay of, I think, 5 weeks, which is the longest stay since I came to USA in 1999. So generally, I always stay for 2-3 weeks, meet Baba, meet my Lokik family, and then come back. So this time also I went for 3 weeks, but so many unique things happened in this trip of Madhuban, that first of all, whatever responsibility I had to fulfill, and it was an emergency, kind of an emergency. So I went and I gave a surprise to my family by being there for the support. So that was one thing which never happened. It was always planned and always thoroughly uh, planned, and people are aware about it, and it was a surprise for them. So that was one thing. And then I was also very fortunate to be there when Dadi Gulzar's cremation took place. So I really felt myself very fortunate that I was in that gathering with very few Brahmins. And it was really a very powerful experience being in that gathering. We all felt, I personally felt that I was in Avyaktvatan with Dadi Gulzar, and Dadi Gulzar is like inviting all of us that come. I am here for you, and you all should come also and become Avyakt. It was that powerful, and so I really felt very fortunate being there. And then also within, I think, couple of weeks, we had 1 year anniversary of Dadi Janki ji. So I was there also for that event. And so, and again, in this last 33 years in knowledge, and especially after coming back to USA, this was the longest time I stayed in Madhuban. And again, that was not planned. And so many beautiful things really happened. And I also met Harsha Bhai when I was about to leave. He just landed, and he was going to be there in Madhuban for some time. So these were the few beautiful highlights. And then by the time when I was about to leave, and I stayed very safe. I always wear mask when I was in Madhuban or where I was anywhere public place. I never really, like, especially in Santivan when I was there, I never attended class. I was away from the crowd, listening to the class from the room, but then I was able to go to Baba's room and all these different places whenever I want, or early morning times when it's really quiet. So I really took very good care of myself. And so the day I was about to fly from Ahmedabad, on that very day, I had to do my RT-PCR test to make sure everything is good and I can board the flight. So I did the test. The rapid test came negative, and I was fine. And then I thought that, okay, let me finish few of all my other things, which before leaving Ahmedabad. So I went to different places, and when I came in the evening, I was not feeling good. And when I checked my fever, it was 102 degrees. And so the government was very alert and very active. So we called the municipality Ahmedabad AMC and told them that I have fever. Can you come and test that whether I'm positive or not? So they said that that because you just had a fever, so wait for the night, and then we'll check in the morning if you have the fever. And so it was the day before I was flying. So day before I did the test, and I thought that I will get the test and I will get the result and I can fly next day. So next day in the morning when I woke up, I took that medicine. So the temperature came down at late night. But when I woke up in the morning, again, there was 101-degree fever. So we called AMC again and said that the fever continued and you should come and test. And when they came to check, the rapid test came positive the day when I was about to fly. So I said, okay, fine. So what else? So I always uh, think and always take things that what I have to do next. I don't think about that now, what will happen, my flight will be canceled, I have to work. I never think like that. I always think that what has to be done now. So the first thing was that I have to reach out to Air India and tell that I cannot, I have to cancel the flight. So those things I did. And then I said, okay, now I cannot go until I my test becomes negative. So that is definitely another 3 weeks or something. So I took rest, and other family members who were there, and I was living in the center at that time. So my sister had a very strong feeling that you don't have a COVID, but then next day they figured out that I have COVID, and so they really came and helped me to give medicine or food and all. So within 3-4 days, like my sister also got COVID, and then and it was a Delta variant, and like the way Delta variant is behaving in USA, like every day the numbers are increasing. So it is very, very infectious. So whoever come into close contact immediately gets it. And I think in a week's time, there were like 15 members in the center, right, who are surrender brothers and sisters, 15 of them. Out of that, 12 were COVID positive within 1 week. And so it was like it again a very different experience, that everyone is there in their own room. They are not allowed to come out of the room. And it was like like center became like an hotel service. Like these three brothers or sisters who were there, who were unaffected, they were the ones who will provide breakfast, lunch, dinner to each and everyone in their room, or medicines also, like because there are so many who got affected. But again, now it was a very unique experience, because now when you have COVID, I think many would have heard from relatives also that you have a lot of weakness, so you cannot do much. You feel like that you just want to lie down, you don't want to do anything, you eat, you listen to Murli, and then you sleep. That's all you do. And like lying down, you may check your messages or you listen to classes. That's all you can do, nothing more than that. So that was a most beautiful time which I received, um, going through COVID. And so first 10 days, my fever never came down. So when I take medicine, the fever will come down. Another 4 5 hours, it will check up. Again, it will go to 101, 102. So it never came down by taking medicines which were recommended by the Ahmedabad Municipal Corporation. So then everyone got worried. So what next to do? So then we went, consulted another specialist for COVID, and they gave another set of medicine. And that medicine I started, and I was able to manage my fever by those medicines. But then I started coughing a lot during this whole time, and that coughing never reduced even after there was a drop in my fever. So my sister felt that this is not right, and so over there they used to do a HRCT scan. So what is HRCT scan? They check your lungs, they scan your lungs to make sure that there is no congestion in the lungs, because that's what happens in COVID. And then when that blockage is there, then you go into critical condition. So when they went and checked, it was it was normal. It was not very high. I would say it was below normal, so it was okay. But again, after 4 or 5 days, it didn't, the cough didn't reduce. So by that time, other two of the members in the center also had coughing issues, and their fever was not going down even with a different medicine which we all took. So doctor recommended that you should go and do the HRCT scan again. So along with me, my sister was also there, and there was another sister. So we three went to do this scanning. So over there is nothing like in USA, like we have prescription given by doctor, and that directly goes to the lab, and the lab will do the test. So here doctor told us, and we went there, and they asked at the reception that what test you want to conduct. And my sister had a fever. He was like, she had a body ache and other symptoms, so she was not in a good condition. So when they asked, she said, yeah, do CT scan for all of us. So then we went for a CT scan, and all of us did the scanning, and we came back home. So after 5-6 hours, we got the report. And when we got the report, we realized that CT scan is the scanning of the whole body. They will scan whole body, they will check each and every organ, and they will give the report. And that report came. So lungs were again little bit higher, but again it was still below average. So it was not a sign of a concern. But there was some suspicious thing in my kidney which came out of this report. But because I had COVID and I didn't was completely out of the COVID, I cannot go and meet other specialists to see what is going on. And because it was done from our central Brahma Kumaris account, like main headquarters account, so Banarasi Bhai also came to know about my report, because all reports used to go to Banarasi Bhai and others. So he came to know that there is something not right in the kidney. And I was not out of COVID also. So Banarasi Bhai called me and told me that, brother, you should really, and it was like 15 days. I am still not out of COVID. And generally, it was like, you would have heard that there were many sisters who came from abroad, got affected by COVID, and they were immediately hospitalized. And it was my choice that they will, if you go to hospital, they will give a very high dosage, and I didn't wanted to take my body that toll of taking heavy dosage. And so my sister said that no, even though we have COVID and we have some symptoms, we don't want to go through it. So Banarasi Bhai told that, Bhai, you should really go to hospital, because there is something more serious than COVID. So the more earlier you come out of this COVID situation, it is better. But my inner calling was saying that no, I should not go to hospital. But somehow within couple of days, the temperature came normal, and I felt that I'm recovering well. After that, we did the test. After 3 days of normal temperature, we did the test, and test was negative. And then after that, 1 day later, I did the RT-PCR, and that test also came negative. So I was out of it. But then my sister and then many other brothers, they were not out of COVID. But my sister told me that, okay, now as you are out of COVID, and still I had some weaknesses and all, and because others were already infected by it, so I generally stayed in my room, never came out. It was like as if I am still infected. And so I kept my own privacy and stayed in the room. So my sister one day says that, no, you have to go and do the checkup. What is it? And it was in the kidney, for something suspicious in the kidney. So we thought that, okay, we should go and meet the specialist, the urologist, the kidney specialist. So we said, okay, fine. So I went with the one of the brother, and we went and met the doctor. And because in Ahmedabad there are a lot of centers are there, and many sisters and brothers again all over from India, they come to Ahmedabad for many types of surgery, because there are so many good hospitals over there. So there is a good contact of Brahma Kumaris with many different kinds of doctors, with many different specialists. So we went and visited one of the urologists, and he said that we showed them the report, and he said that looking at the report, I cannot tell you much, but what you can do is you have to do an angiography. So from that, we can exactly know what is wrong. And we said, okay, fine. So we said, when we can do the test? They said that you have to do it with empty stomach. So you come next day and do the test. So we said, okay, fine. Next day we went, we did the test, and then the following day we met the doctor, and we didn't know the result at that time. So we went to the doctor, and so doctor told that, first thing he told that you are really very lucky that you have a tumor, but it is in the kidney itself. It has not spreaded around. So all other organs, everything is fine, intact. So you are really lucky. And he also tasted, like he tried to check me physically also. And he kept on asking, do you have pain? Do you have pain here? Do you have pain here? And I said, no, I don't have any pain. So he said, don't worry, whatever it is, we'll take care of it. And then he told that, and then he told me that you have a cancer, you have a tumor, and it is cancerous. And then I asked all different things, which stage it is, and what is the procedure, what needs to be done. And then he said that it's very simple. We have to remove the tumor. So we said, can you remove the tumor? He said, yeah, but I have to remove that kidney also. So he said, okay, fine. So I'm hearing all these new things. In my life, I never went to hospital, like something like this, something major like this. So I said, okay. So I kept on hearing all these some new things, which I'm hearing for the very first time. And so I just try to understand what doctor is telling. And so I went back, and at that night, it was like Friday morning, I met the doctor. And so I had the whole day where I was with myself, talking to myself. And then another good thing which doctor told me at that time, that he told that generally, especially when you have a cancer of the kidney, generally there are some symptoms. So do you have any symptoms for it? Like, do you have pain, or you have blood, or something like blood in your urine or things like that? And then I said, no, I don't have anything. Then he said that this is again a very good sign that you don't have any of those symptoms. And then when I was contemplating, when I went back home, and like these kind of things really take time for you to digest. So I took about, I would say, 2 to 3 hours really to digest that really, Hemang, you have a cancer, right? Because it's difficult many times to accept it, right? And many times we get there is some kind of a fear or something, but I didn't had anything of that. But only thing I wanted, I was again, my thing was, what is next, what I have to do, and how I should go through it, right? How positively I have to take this thing forward, how, what should be my mentality. So I really started thinking about it, and I was like, and these kind of things, right, where something comes just suddenly. So it was like Baba was in front of me, and I was like as if I'm having a personal conversation with Baba. And the first thing which came or touched my intellect or my heart was that Baba, without this, like whether this was a mistake or not, right? Because I was supposed to do an HRCT scan, which was only a scanning of the lungs. Instead of that, we end up doing a CT scan, and that's where I came to know that I have a tumor in my kidney, right? And so, first of all, I really thank Baba from my bottom of my heart, that Baba, thank you very much, that is Baba, you and Brahma, who has played a part, but whatever that part is, was so beautiful that accidentally I came to know. And later on, I came to know that generally in kidney cancer, you will only come to know when you have symptoms. And when you have symptoms, it is always going to be third or fourth stage cancer. And after that, there is very less chance to even survive. So there was like the tears were coming out of my eyes of joy, that how Baba and how Drama has really given me a subtle signal what is not going right in my body. And that was a very moving moment for me, that how Baba is helping. And no one, like if you have any other relationship, no one can give you this kind of a signal which Baba or Drama gave me a signal. And so I took this very, very positive, that this, it cannot be even anything better than this. Whatever has happened in the drama is so beneficial, that I came to know well in advance, and I have some time how I should approach it. And so in the, with the conversation with the doctor, I asked everything, that okay, what to do. Then he said, yeah, we have to remove the kidney. So I asked also the next question, that okay, when can this surgery be done? And he said, oh, you can come next week. So it was Friday, so he said Saturday and Sunday we don't do surgeries, but yeah, we can do Monday, Tuesday, whenever you are ready, you come and we will do a surgery. And it is 2 hours of thing, and after 2 days you will be relieved from the hospital also. So I said, I have to go back to USA. So how soon I can fly? Then he said, yeah, within 15 days you can fly back. I said, okay, fine. So I was like, I generally don't think too much. Whatever comes in front, whatever information I get the best, I just act on it. So I decided, I talked to other family members and our spiritual brothers and sisters in the center, and talked about that, what is it, and what doctor has given a solution, and we all agreed that this is what we are going to do. And so this helped me when I started seeing that how Baba and Brahma has helped. It was like so much gratitude towards Baba, so much uh, good feelings about drama, that drama is so accurate, drama is so beneficial, that drama and Baba has put me in this kind of a situation where where I will not have to go through many different things. I don't have to go through radiation. I don't have to go through a chemotherapy, which is very, very painful. I have heard from certain relatives, but not in that detail, right? Because if you are going to go through that kind of a disease, you will have a lot of details, but you are really unaware of it. And it was not my age where I will have that kind of a serious disease, right? So I heard little bit of things, but whatever I heard, I felt that this is much better than what others really go through. So I'm really lucky. So that thing happened. So I, being living in the center, I have to inform, right, Sister Sheetal and Moini Ben also, Moini Didi also. So I may call them up also in the evening and told them that this is what has happened, this is what doctor has told. And I also told them that I am more leaning towards doing an surgery in India. Yes. And so Sheetal Ben very strongly said, no, you have to do the surgery in USA. You cannot do it there. But I was still leaning towards doing it in India because it was very straightforward. We have a doctor which is of a good contact, and he has laid out whole plan. And I said, just execute it. What's the big deal? So that was what it was. And then so this was Friday night. So Saturday I told the instruments over here. So after that, the Sunday Murli. So as you all know, right, Didi reads the Saturday. Saturday she reads the Avyakt Murli, right? So I happened to listen to that Murli, Avyakt Murli on Saturday. So when I heard, and that was Saturday evening in India, which is Saturday morning. So it is Friday evening or something. So I heard that Murli, and because I was in my room and I had ample time, so I used to listen to the Murli 3, 4, 5 times. And in that Murli, Baba specifically told that Baba has come for you children to take away all your burdens. Give all your burdens to Baba and become free. And when I heard these 3, 4 times this Murli, these points became like underlined to me. Like it is like Baba is practically, like personally talking to me and telling that child, give all your burdens if you have. I didn't had any, but still it was like coming in like bold letters in front of me that Baba is asking me to give all the burdens. And then I again started talking to Baba, and I told Baba that, see, whatever I came to know about my illness, it was only through you, Baba, and only because of drama I have come to know well in advance. Otherwise, I would never have known about it. And when I would have known, it would have been too late and it could be a completely different story. And so, if you have already taken the control, then I would like to give you the full control, and I don't want to interfere in it. So after this, I just had a beautiful conversation with Baba, and I said, Baba, I surrender everything, my intellect, and I will not even have a single thought what I should do, how should I do. I give you full responsibility and you take care of it. And I know from my bottom of my heart that no one can take best care than you. And so with that thought, I give it to Baba. And I can honestly tell that that event happened, I would say, in somewhere about March and or early April. From that day till now, I didn't had a single thought about it, not a single thought of a concern. What, how, why? No questions at all. Earlier also it was not there, but not even a slightest, not in even subtle form. So I gave it to Baba, and I knew that he will take care of it. And so then what happens? So I decided everything. I was already planned. So I kept on telling to Sheetal Ben. I had a couple of conversations with Sheetal Ben. I told that everything is fine. Everything is planned out. I really am leaning towards it, and it becomes easier to do it here, because the earlier you get rid of your tumor from your body, early better it is. But then she said that, no, you should come. And then she also told me that we have a very good contact in our center, who has good contacts uh, of surgeons, of some hospitals. So without even she asked me that you talk to that sister and tell what you are going through, and see, well, let's see whether you get any help. I said that I have already planned, and why? So if you have to tell anyone, then you have to tell everything, right? Otherwise, they will always take in a different way, right? Like if you tell someone that, or someone comes to know that, okay, Hemang Bhai has cancer, then if they have love for you, they will always be concerned about it. They will always feel that, oh, poor brother has cancer, and so should give good wishes to him and all. So I never wanted anything like that to happen, to, like, so that people should not be concerned for me. I am here to serve, and if people are concerning about me, I don't feel right. So I didn't approach her. But then what happened? Sheetal Ben talked to that sister, told that this is what Hemang Bhai has gone through, and so can you find there is anything which you can do? And that sister calls me actually, and I missed the call. And she messaged me that, by Sheetal Ben told me to talk to you, so I would like to talk to you. And when I saw this message, I realized that Sheetal Ben would have told everything, and now I have to tell her. So I said, okay, fine. So I called her and I talked to her that, Ben, this is what has happened and all of that. And it was, I think, at night, and which is morning in US at that time. So I had a conversation, and then I slept. And after a couple of hours, when I woke up like early in the morning, I saw a message from that sister saying that I have a cousin who is the surgeon of Memorial Sloan Kettering Hospital, Cancer Hospital, and I know that is one of the best hospital in the world. And he said that he's my cousin and he's head of that department, and so he's telling you to come back and do the surgery here. And so I thought that, okay, let me talk to the sister. And so I told her, I called her, and I asked few other things, and I told her that, ask these specific things to your cousin. And then she asked those things, and she again called me back and said that my cousin is saying that if you have a job, if you have an insurance, it is a no-brainer. You just come here and do your surgery. And I said, okay, I think it makes sense. But then I have a very large family, like 14-15 brothers and sisters living in the center, Banarasi Bhai. So there are many people who came to know all of this, so I have to inform them also. And we have already started this thing in India, and we were almost there to do the surgery, right? And so, but then I found that this is like Baba is working behind the curtains, and that is why this thing has come. And I had this intuition that this is Baba's call, and so I should really follow this. And immediately, within no time, because certain things, when you know that it is something for you, or this is what Baba wants, it becomes so clear that there is no doubt, there is no confusion. So it came like that it is Baba who is calling me and telling me that, child, you have to follow this plan. And because I have surrendered everything, I didn't mind to change myself. So I immediately felt that this is Baba's plan. And immediately I told that sister that maybe Baba wants me to serve these doctors and nurses in this hospital. So we will do seva over there. And I told that to that sister that I will be coming there. And then I talked to my sister and all the brothers and sisters over there that I would like to go back to USA and do the surgery. And so it took some time to convince, but I knew that if it is Baba's plan, everything will work out. And so everything worked out. I talked to Moini Didi also, and she said, okay, that's fine, you can come. And because it was surgery would happen in India, and then all my Lokik relatives were also there. And if I come here, there would be no one, right? No Lokik relatives. Definitely, I have a large, unlimited Brahmin family, of course, but then they were little concerned. So I told that okay, I can bring my dad along with me. My sister didn't have a visa, and consulate was all the consulates were shut off in Bombay, in Delhi, everywhere. So the only option was that I can bring my dad here. And I said, okay, fine, that we can do, so that at least my sister is okay and someone is there who can constantly give an update back home. So that was sorted it out. And everyone said that, okay, that's fine. And meanwhile, here they wanted reports. They said that from the report, from whatever someone has written, from that we cannot derive what needs to be done. So they said that you need to send the reports. We sent all the reports, whatever we had, we scanned it, we made a CD out of it, we uploaded it and all. We did it, and because Baba had his plan, his own plans, everything worked out. Being in India, because there was still some time, like 10 days left to board a flight, which I planned. And within 10 days, I had to send all those reports. And when they saw all those reports, they said that there is a good possibility that we will remove the tumor, but we will also save your kidney. So I said, wow, that is a very good thing. And then, we all know, right, that if you have to take an appointment from a surgeon, it will at least take 2 months, 3 months to do the surgery. But because Baba has its own context, so I talked to that sister that if we have to do it as soon as possible. So is that possible? Then she said that, yeah, my cousin will try his best. So what that cousin had a very good contact with all other surgeons. So the kidney surgeon, urologist. So he told me that this urologist is one of the world-renowned urologists, and he's very experienced. And I'm submitting immediately. He's forwarded all the scanned reports to that surgeon, and he looked at it and he said that immediately, like, so the day I landed in USA, next day morning, I had a meeting with my surgeon. So this was again Baba's miracle, that within such a short notice, within 10 days, I had an appointment with the surgeon. So I met with the surgeon, and he elaborated everything, whatever I'm going through and what not. And he told that we can do the surgery. And I asked how soon you can do the surgery. He said that it will take some time because we have to carry out few tests, but we definitely within a month. So I said, okay, as early as possible. But he also told me another thing. He also told me that you are really lucky that this tumor is actually the most simplest tumor which someone can have. And he said that this tumor would have grown in 8 or 9 years. So don't worry, we don't have to hurry, but yeah, we should not waste our time. So as soon as certain reports, because I was still coughing at that time also, I was coughing a lot. And he can really notice it. So I had a next question to him, that what if I will cough after the surgery, will there be any complications? So he said, this is the first and the foremost thing which I want to clear it out. If you are okay, if your lungs are okay, then only I can do surgery. Otherwise, that would be another critical situation it will turn into. So we said, okay, fine. But all other reports came absolutely normal, and within 3 weeks, the surgery was scheduled. And every time when I went to hospital, it was with this aim that I have to go and serve. And whoever was accompanying me, there was always someone who used to accompany me. And I always used to tell them that we are going to a picnic. And we used to laugh and talk about Baba's knowledge and talk about faith, talk about Baba's love. We only had that kind of conversation. And when I was waiting for the surgeon to meet the next day, when I landed, I had some 10-15 minutes. I had to wait for the doctor. At that time, we played Baba's music. We were meditating. So it was all the time we were really serving. And we saw so many souls who were really suffering physically, because cancer is such a deadly disease, right? That it's very, very painful to go through, and there is a lot of suffering. So I saw many patients in that hospital who came to visit different surgeons. But that was, Baba gave us an opportunity to serve. We gave them truly blessings, everything to whoever we met, and we made very good contacts. And in one of the meeting, when we went for my RT-PCR test before the surgery, that sister, that nurse, was saying that I had been listening to Shivani Ben all the time, but I never met any Brahma Kumar or Brahma Kumaris. And when we went there and when we gave a blessing, and then they said, "Oh, are you from this?" And I said, "Yeah, we are from Brahma Kumaris." And she felt so lucky. She felt that, "Oh, I'm so fortunate that you have come in front of me and gave me a blessing." So Baba touched many souls like that. And I felt so good that I'm here for to serve other souls. And so we met very wonderful souls, and whoever we gave the blessings, they were feeling so good about it. And they also loved meditation and everything. So on the day of the surgery, when I went, so at that time we were waiting for the surgeon to come, because he wants to come and meet me before the surgery. So when he came, so the sister who was accompanying me, because only one person is allowed at that time, so that sister told that there are many souls, many senior brothers and sisters, and there is a whole group of meditators who are really giving good vibrations at this time to Brother Hemang. And he described few things, and then he also told that he is the instrument to do meditation classes and everything. And she said that, okay, this brother can conduct meditation for you. So I'm lying on the bed, right? And they are doing this different kind of test. And this sister out of the blue said that, okay, this brother can. We wanted to do meditation like before the surgery happens, right? And when doctor comes, we wanted 2 minutes of meditation with the doctor. So when she accidentally told that, okay, this brother can maybe take us to a meditation experience. So lying on the bed, I was able to give a commentary, right? And there were quite a few staff, because there were like an anesthesia staff was there, like about, I would say 7-8 nurses were there, and the surgeon was there, and everyone stood very patiently, silently, and were in silence and meditating. 2 minutes meditation was over, and then everyone liked it. So few of them were there, and few others came to just to do the prep work for the surgery. So they said that, can you continue to share few things, whatever you shared? And then I kept on sharing, and by that time they were all doing all the things whatever they need to do, and I was like 5 minutes sharing different things. And they said that, yeah, this is very good, this is very helpful, this is very practical. And then I was taken into surgery. And And when the surgery was about 2 hours 15 minutes, that is what the estimated time was. And then when I came out of surgery, the surgery happened in 1 hour, half of the time. And then the surgeon told the sister that because of these positive vibes which were there, which was being sent, this surgery was very, very easy, and it was very, very very, very fast. So doctor also felt those vibrations, and he told that 95% of the kidney is saved. Only 5% was removed because of the tumor. So you can see, right, where I was ready, like to sacrifice my kidney, right? And what Baba's plan? My plan was that, okay, get rid of the kidney and I will be safe. And Baba's, right? Baba loves us so much, right? And so he has his own plan. But if we allow that, so when I surrendered myself, I think that Baba took it over, and Baba made it so beautiful, right? So imagine, right, being God as Father. I felt that God was as a father, and I decided that to do the surgery in Ahmedabad. Like, so again, Ahmedabad is what, maybe in India, maybe few main cities. In that, this could be one of the main city where maybe good surgeons would be there. And this was my limited planning or thinking, and where Baba put me, right? One of the best world's hospital, cancer hospital, right? People come from all over the world to do the cancer surgery, right? So Baba put me over there into best hands. So I saw that how much love Baba has and how much care he has, and how incognito way he supports and he helps in many different ways, which we cannot even describe, right? So many times I felt so much gratitude for Baba. And again, before surgery, what I did, I called one of the sister in Ahmedabad, who is very instrumental in my spiritual journey. So I called her, and she told that before you go to your operation theater, you invite Baba as a surgeon, and tell him to be there present while your surgery happens. So I also did that. Like, it is like she told me very beautifully that if you had someone in a physical relation, right, if you know someone, you will always tell, especially in India, you will always tell that, okay, when the surgery happens, would you mind if my relative, who is also a surgeon, can be in the operation theater, right? So in the same way, I actually invoked Baba and invited Baba. Baba, you are the surgeon, and you are the surgeon of all the surgeons. And so you come and carry out this surgeon. Maybe he's one of the best surgeon in the world, but you control his intellect and tell whatever needs to be done. So I invited Baba, and that's how I left everything to Baba, and how beautifully it happened. And after surgery also, like next day, I was relieved. And after one day itself, I started walking. Doctors told me to walk 2 miles a day, every day, immediately after the surgery. And everything went fine for 3 weeks. It's almost now 3 months. I will visit the doctor again after doing the CT scan and everything. But everything went so smooth. And when I when I had 100% faith in Baba, see how Baba did the miracle, right? He was there at each and every moment, each and every time. And there are so many small stories. So when I came to USA, back, I also I met the Brahmin family here in Edison, and definitely being one of the instrument in Edison, they will all know about it. So I thought that okay, I have to tell my story in my words, and so the way I have told all of you, I told this in the same way to the Brahmin family here. And then in that family, there was one of the daughter of one of the couple was working in the Memorial Sloan Kettering Hospital. And when she came to know that I will be operated in MSK, Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Hospital, she told that if you need anything, I am off, especially on those 2 days on the surgery and day after. She said, if you need anything, you tell me, I will provide you whatever you need, because this was a COVID time, no one is allowed. So Baba works in amazing way, right? I don't have my logic anyone here, but the way Baba supported me and the way Baba took care of me, I don't have words to describe. And all these angels, like all Brahmin family, are like an angel. They are always there to support. After the surgery, when I came back in the center, there are hardly 3 people stay: myself, Sheetal Ben, and one Mataji. And so I have to take care of myself, and then there are special needs for food and everything. So there was turns taken by mothers. So Monday someone will come and cook, Tuesday someone will come and cook. So every week, every day someone else will come. So even if you have a large Lokik family, still they cannot support, or they cannot sustain you the way Baba's family really does. And so really from my bottom of my heart, I was keep on telling Baba, thank you very much. And also my Brahmin family who was there at the time of need. So on one side, you can see it as a challenge, but on other side, how much beautiful experiences which Baba gave me, which I would never have experienced it, right? So let's go into a meditation experience, right?
So thank you, Hemang Bhai. So one of the requests is from the sister is, can you do the meditation commentary that you did in the operation theater? So that got the explanation
Okay,
how to invoke Baba.
I will try to recollect it. So I will mix both. I would suggest, right? Because the one which I had very loving conversation with Baba, so that I want to share with all of you, and also definitely what I had with surgeon. So with surgeon, it was all who Baba, all the words which I shared was again from Baba himself, because I really don't know what I said. But what I heard from that sister, because she recorded the exact commentary, and she told me that actually you talked about sovereignty. So I myself became a self sovereign, and I allowed them to become a self sovereign. That I am a soul, I am a master of this body, and I can control, right? I can control my thoughts, I can control my actions. And so with whatever precision I want to do my work, I can do that. So that it is, so that this is what came out of my mouth. I really don't know at that time, but I was completely immersed in Baba's love at that time. So okay, let's go into meditation experience. Om Shanti. I am a dearest child of Baba. And Baba, who is ocean of love, has immense love for me. Baba has recognized my speciality, being a true diamond of Baba's heart. And I can feel Baba's love, Baba's care, in the form of unlimited rays of love, peace, and happiness. I am so happy to be in the company of Divine. Baba is my true companion who is always there to help me, support me, and he helps me unconditionally out of true love. I am so fortunate to experience his divine love, which he showers upon me all the time. I have full faith in Baba and Brahma. My hand is in Baba's hand, and Baba is my guide, who guides me at each and every step, making me free from all the burdens and worries. He is the benevolent one. In his company, I always experience benevolence. No matter what kind of situation or circumstance could be. But he always protects me. I feel safe and happy. I feel carefree being in the company of Divine. Who is my companion? The one who has thousands of hands, one who is the creator of the world. He is my Father. Such a close relationship I have with the Supreme. I promise Baba that I will always be with you. I will always hold my hand with yours. Oh Baba, you have made me the master. And when you are my companion, I feel that I am up and above everything. Thank you, Baba, for being there when I needed the most. I truly enjoy your company. And I will enjoy this company each and every moment of my life until my last breath. Om Shanti.
Wow,
So
that's really
what I have
beautiful.
experienced is what I have gone through. I don't know what I have gone through, but I remember what I have attained, how close I felt Baba at each and every step. It is so amazing and so wonderful. So I cherished actually each and every moment during this time. So I think 2 days back or 3 days back, Baba was saying that really at the time of difficulty you have to remember me, and I really agree that really at the time of difficulty you cannot leave Baba's hand. You cannot say that, oh, these troubles have come and these problems have come, and so because even I'm meditating, even I'm Baba's child, I'm getting these problems. I cannot have that kind of thought. And because Baba is always there to help, am I ready to receive his help? Am I looking forward to be in his company? That is what it is. So it was such an amazing journey. So, do you have any questions or anything to ask? Right. So, my faith in Baba increased in spite of a situation, in spite of a problem. Many times we find that, right? When situations come, our faith decrease, but it is not. Like, it is how I look at it, how I see it. It all depends on that. So was that a mistake, which was like instead of HR CT scan, we did CT scan? It was not a mistake. And that is why Baba tells for all of us, especially Brahmins, he tells that whatever happens in the drama, even there's something which is not so beneficial, if you think that it is still beneficial, it cannot, drama cannot go against you. And I saw that practically, that drama is favorable to you. It is not it doesn't go into opposite direction, right? So never have that kind of a thought, right? That my Baba is not favoring me or drama is not favoring me. That is out of question. Like looking at the example which you have heard today, right? Baba is always there and always there to help, right? Just hold his hand and you can cross anything, right? And I came to know so much things later, that people have to go through so many things, right? If you diagnose cancer in second, third stage, there is a lot of suffering, lot of pain. You have to go through different therapies. So it is a lot of like meant several months will go in fighting that kind of a disease. And here Baba was like, it was like removing the hair out of a butter. It was like that. I never felt any pain throughout the whole process. Before, I didn't have any symptoms. There was no pain. After the surgery also, there was no pain at all. So it is Baba's miracle. So if you keep singing Baba's love, Baba's praise, be in Baba's company, then everything in confluence stage is for you to fly, to make you more stronger, empower you, nothing else. So all these situations really come to make you more powerful. That's all. So I learned so many lessons, and so profound, in a very profound way, that I will never forget in my life. Right. I will end with three words: Va Baba Va, Va Drama Va, and Va Brahmin family Va.